Good morning, everyone. Michael Bergio from Novak Properties for Morning Minutes with myself and my co-host, Mark Novak, who will be joining in shortly now. I just see Mark in here.
So professional,
Let's go.
Michael.
Let's bring him in.
So professional.
What's the button I do again? Oh. I think that one.
Got it.
Oh. Okay. Go live with Mark. How you going? Just waiting for your Instagram to connect.
Hello. Hello, Mr. Bergio.
Yes. Okay, sorry about the delay, guys. Just connecting in so I can hear. Waiting for Mark. Will be coming in. It's working. Just give 2 seconds. Mr. Novak, how you going? We're good.
Yeah, good. It's like we're flying a jumbo jet with all this stuff we've got to do.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. Good thing with technology. Wait, can you round of applause? You got that?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Well,
How are we going? What are we talking about today?
Yeah, so talking about just the buying process. I think a lot, very commonly, the biggest complaints, I think, in real estate, in sales related, not tenancies. Good morning, Jeff. Just let us know you can hear us. It comes down to probably making offers, buyers missing out, buyers feeling like they didn't get the best opportunity to offer what they wanted, or they put an offer forward and then they get sold and they go, well, fuck, I would have paid more. So what do we do, Mark, to help minimize that sort of discomfort from a buyer's point of view, but also, well, put it this way, if the buyer feels like they missed out and they would have paid more, then the agent's not working for the vendor correctly. So that's the biggest thing here as well. So how do we?
It's got to be our biggest industry complaint. I think as an industry, I think it's the biggest complaint out there that people have a real beef with, and that's getting screwed on a purchase. I reckon there'd be less complaints in the tenancy world. There'd be less complaints in the seller world. Certainly in the buyer world, I reckon that attracts the most complaints in our industry, and a lot of it comes down to what we're talking about today. And it's the way that negotiation's handled, that agents just cock it up, and then the purchasers just go rogue, angry. And it doesn't need to be that way if agents are negotiating correctly, diplomatically, transparently, and there's systems for that.
Yeah, so I suppose let's give a bit of an example of when and how it happens, and then you, Marky, you can go through how we handle that. So I think commonly it would happen where you've got a property, let's use the figure $1 million. It may be
$1 million.
$1 million.
$1 million.
Yeah. So we're talking about a 1-bedroom in the Northern Beaches here.
$1 million.
So let's say at a guide 950, buyer puts an offer of $1 million. They're the only offer maker we've got at the moment. But then on the Saturday, someone offers just over $1.01 million. We go back to that buyer, and then they offer $1.02 million, which then it starts getting a bit like that Dutch auction, which everybody hates. Then we have the buyers
are going like, and not only that, we're hearing, we're not even hearing the dialogue, like between the offer maker, the offer maker's parents, partner, friends or family. There's just an enormous amount of dialogue, hundreds of conversations just on that one offer maker, never mind the second offer maker.
So then you may have a third offer maker the same. And then, so Mark, when we're in that occasion,
thousands of conversations within 48 hours.
So audience out there, you've got the picture. There's multiple offer makers, all same level. Let's say we're possibly at a level the owner's happy to sell with. So let's just say the owner was happy to sell, but we want to get the best price and give every buyer the opportunity to make it.
Now it's getting hot, super hot.
Yeah. Super hot. Mark, tell me how we handle that. What is the best and fairest system that Novak Properties implement?
Well, there's a couple of there's our way, and then there's the highway. No, just joking. There's our way, but there's other different ways that agents will do it. I know we've got a local competitor.
But our way's the right way, so just say our way. This is our show.
It's our fucking show. Look, there's a couple of different ways that agents out there that exploration-wise, like there is a full disclosure model, which you can think is, look, that's what I want. But that can become really fucking frustrating because what actually happens is literally if the other buyer goes $1 more, the agent will ring you up and say, yeah, look, I've got $1 more. And buyers just go ape shit. Buyers just go, it's counterproductive. It works badly. And often it's interpreted incorrectly by either or all of the buyers. They're just like, you know what, now you're really trying to screw me. This is not right. You know, if you want to auction the property, just auction the property. You know, this is just not right. So we've sort of explored all different ways. That's probably the second most common way out there. But this is great for us and great for Novak and great for Northern Beaches and great for DY. But what we're talking about today, or teaching you today, you can actually take that anywhere in New South Wales and adopt that negotiating system. If you're a seller, you can take it to your agent and say, no, look, this is what I want to do it the Novak way. No, just joking. You can, if you're a seller, you can take it and say, look, I want to adopt this process. I don't want to do auction, but I want you to negotiate the property this way. If you're a buyer, you can actually say to the agent, look, the way I would prefer is to do it this way. By the way, before I jump into the way what we do it, there's another new process called open negotiation. I'm not plugging the guys, but I'm just exploring the process. And open negotiation actually is an online portal that is not quite auction, but it's not quite what I just said. But so what actually happens, and I haven't done it yet, but I understand that I'm looking forward to doing it. I understand that all the buyers that are interested sign a contract to go into a cooling off period on the property, and then that on the open negotiation will run the bidding process. It's full transparency, like obviously online. Owners can watch that. Owners can set a deadline. Property sold. All done through that process. Okay, so that we're talking about now. What we're talking about this morning, guys, if you've just tuned in, is how not to piss off prospective purchasers when it's hot, when there's 2 or 3 are interested, and where I call it the sell zone, when it's the buyers are making the offer in the sell zone, the owner's just ready to do a deal, any deal, because as far as they're concerned, that was their dream and they're getting that price. Very common these days. It's happening a lot because the market's heating up more and more. I'll go over to you because I've been speaking so much. Michael, what do we do at Novak in order to make it a full, transparent, easy service, and a service that can be done in New South Wales very easily, probably Australia?
Yeah, I'm in two minds. So Brett Coombs loves the open soul. Just a couple of comments here. Jeff, market buy is awesome. I'm in two minds, and I'll sort of go through the open transparency is great, but I think it's not the best for the vendor if the agent holds the process we do correctly. So what we do is if we've got with our best and fairest, we will sit down and meet with all 3 buyers.
Best and fairest, the best and fairest system.
Best and fairest system. We will sit down with the 3 offer makers, and we will go through. We're doing the best and fairest, which will be closing off tomorrow at 5 p.m. We actually give them a letter. The letter basically states that this is their final offer, and the key thing, the price, and we ask them to put their offer forward. But the key line in this, Mark, is it basically says that this is your best offer, and if there is a higher offer, we will not come back to you. So our thought pattern on this, and where we've seen it go really, really well, is the buyers get scared going, wait, so if I'm $5,000 short, you're not going to come back to me and let me have the opportunity to go an extra $1,000. And we go,
Different to
no,
an option.
you're putting your best, you're putting your best offer forward, and that's it. And whoever's the highest offer maker, keep in mind, we've already said it's unconditional. All the terms are done, contract reviewed, and they've got to exchange basically within a couple hours of the deadline. So where we've seen it go really well is because the buyer goes and knows we're not coming back to them, the vendor ticked off on this, that we've seen buyers come $15,000, $20,000, $50,000 above the second offer maker because we are asking for their best offer. And the fear of not us coming back to them makes them go a lot higher in our experience. So, and it basically, they sign it going, if you're not the highest, we know you're not coming back. So they understand the system, and we haven't really had any really issues with it, but we've had great success for the vendor. And we do not disclose to the other buyer going, you're 50 short or you're 50 over. That's the key thing there. You don't go, well done, you came in 40 grand over the second offer. Well, like that would just really piss them off.
Everyone gets the one punt, gets the knockout, makes the knockout bigger. Gets given the knockout opportunity with notice. And gets given a fixed deadline. The thing I like, Michael, is in an auction, it does become competitive, but it becomes competitive $1,000 more than the person underneath.
Yes. And that's where the difference, I like this system. I prefer to use this than a bit more. That's why I prefer, rather than the transparency Dutch auction or the transparency, maybe that open. I haven't used open, what was it called?
Negotiation.
Open negotiation, because my view on it, which, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, we've had great experiences, it's going up by 5,000. Correct. And don't forget, we're only doing the best and fairest once we've already had the offer makers, and they're only going up by $5,000. So, and if we just exchange on one person with an offer $5,000 above, and then they come up an extra couple grand. So we've already sort of done that, like, little hustle back and forth negotiation, and we find we're not going anywhere because we're only going up by thousands. And it's just like, we just need that one punch, best and fairest, close it out. So that there's a couple stages. So to take it back to the beginning, you got the initial offer, then you got a second offer. They're all at the same level, third offer, and they're all only going up by little bits. And we're at a sell zone level where the vendor is happy, but we've got 3 buyers, and we know if one buyer's at $1,010,000 and one's at $1,009,000, and we exchange on the $1,010,000 without a really clear dialogue and best and fairest, that $1,009,000 buyer is going to be pissed off because they've missed it for $1,000. But if we're doing the best and fairest, and that we've disclosed they're not going to have another chance, then if they don't increase their offer, then it's okay. And they're happy. They gave it their best shot. So Jeff's made some comments here. Hang on, Mark.
Talk to us.
I've had them offer 100K over more using, and we've had, and exactly right, Jeff. And that's
and the amount of money that we've made, the amount of money that we've made for clients that we're happy to sell, they were selling anyway. We've adopted this system for clients. We've made money. The amount of money that we've made for these clients has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm talking big money. Jeff's giving the example of 100,000 there. I reckon it's millions and millions and millions of dollars for all collectively with all of our clients because it was negotiated correctly. Now, Michael, get this. Imagine if you had it wrong. Imagine if you didn't do this for your clients. Your owner would be none the wiser. You're dropping off the bottom of the screen, Michael.
Hang on. Wait. No,
Facebook you're dropping off, you look like a soccer ball.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was getting a bit posture.
Posture. So it's millions of bucks. And the thing that you'd never know if you're the seller and
so I'm just looking at my head on this screen. Sorry, guys. I got 3 screens going on here, comments. So it's,
Yeah, like a little soccer ball in the bottom. Looked like it was rolling along. Look, it's millions of bucks. So your agent, when you're selling, your agent's got to negotiate it correctly. It is massive. It's massive, to do it properly. And I really feel strongly about the auction. Look, I'm a big fan of auction, getting everyone in a room to beat it out. I think it's great. But I'm a big fan of the system that we use, which is the best and fairest system as well, because it's not just I'm going to pay 1,000 more than the underbidder. You see, you've got
Yeah.
to understand, guys, that an underbidder will go $1 million. The highest bidder will go $1,000,001. The
Yeah.
underbidder will top out at $1,010,000. The highest buyer goes to $1,011,000.
Yeah.
So there could have been 50 or 100, like Jeff gave an example of, or 200 more in that person, and you would never have known. The nice thing with best and fairest is you do know, you will know, it will happen.
Yeah.
So I love auction and I am pro auction. There's a time for it, but I'm very pro that system, best and fairest. And it doesn't piss off. You know, when we started this chat, this talk today about pissed off people in the industry, it eliminates that, because the guys know they had every chance to get a big punch in, and their punch wasn't big enough.
Correct. And also, especially in a transitioning market that we are in now, it's great to have a strategy for if you have competition. So you may have a property that's a little, you know, like, should I auction it? Should I not? It may have a lot of interest, but if you go to auction in a market where it's a little transitioning and you don't have that love, it can be a little bit tough. This is a great dialogue to have with your vendor and going, all right, I'm choosing to have we're doing private treaty with an attractive guide. But as I believe your property is quite unique, we may have a surge of inquiries coming through. We're going to implement the best and fairest if we have that so we can create that sort of auction vibe and get the highest and best price for your property. It really helps with them. So for the agents watching, I think it's a really good way to do private treaty with a backup plan. Not even a backup plan, because this is the fucking plan. You want to having a huge amount of inquiries coming through, but you want to know to your owner that you have a plan to negotiate and get the best price that an auction can do through that process.
Best and fairest.
Best and fairest.
Share
Anything
it,
else?
guys. If you have any friends or family that are going through this at the moment, that are selling, that are buying, and will want to be educated, tag them in here. Share this series, this with them, this episode. Tag them into this episode. We do our podcast as well, so all our stuff is podcasted on Apple. So check it out there if you want to know any more information. Anything else we want to add, Mr. Burgio? Any comments from our friends?
I'm just looking at the Facebook one, and like cuts all my hand movements off. You know, I use people say I should move my hands less.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I don't know
mate.
now.
You need those hands.
I feel
you really need those hands.
I'm just looking on Facebook, which everyone will be watching. I just got no hands. So how are they won't see the passion in what we're saying. So I think we really need to lower the camera.
That's why I look like a soccer ball. Look like a soccer ball jumping over the screen. All I could see was along the bottom of my screen was a soccer ball jumping like this the whole time.
Yeah, and like I can see it now, like a little bit.
Can you do it?
I think tomorrow we're going to go a bit lower on this camera, and we're going to get some hand movement so they can see the passion.
Yeah, I reckon get a bit of breast in there. Just go a bit of chest, bit of
chest flex.
and then you got your hands there.
I'm just not.
I feel bad. I'm actually now feeling pretty bad for you that you didn't get to have your hands in this segment.
Yeah, because there's been some good movements. I'm just
really good movements.
Yeah. All righty, guys. I think that's it. Jeff said the offer's over. Offer's over was a great strategy. I still get to use it for all my commercial properties. Go me.
Yeah, Jeff's clever. It's true. The offer's over.
Jeff does commercial, don't you, Jeff? I believe we were discussing it on the phone. You do commercial as well, or your office, correct? Were we talking about that in that phone call,
Mark? Offers over. If people didn't realise in the marketplace, offers over was killed. We were doing offers over, and it generated so many complaints for fair trading. They actually killed it. Yeah.
So Jeff, if you're doing commercial, you can still do offers over. If you look at my listings, I've got it. So it only applies to residential. Been doing it.
That's it.
All righty, guys. That's it. We'll be live tomorrow. Any topics you want us to discuss, we're here. It'll be podcast. We did a Monday night rant last night, which was great with Mark and Stefan Bubalo. So check in on our page for that. But that's us for the day.
Yeah, we love you.
Now we begin our day.
Take care, everyone.
All righty. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Toodles.
Oh, wrong button. End.
You're alive.
I know. It's not ended.
On both.